my god, how could I forget about today? Today's the day! Abby, you dumb idiot. How could you forget? How could you forget? Oh my god, Abby, how dumb are you? How did you forget? How did you forget? Hey. Ooh. Hey Google, what day is it today?
It is Wednesday, the 3rd of July 2019.
Hey Google, when does season 3 of Stranger Things comes out?
That the new 3rd season would be released on the 4th of July 2019, Independence Day.
Alright guys, it is currently like 11 p.m. Alaska time, July 3rd, and instead of, hanging out with my family like a good American family would, I'm gonna try and binge watch the entire season of Stranger Things in one sitting. Okay, so the goal of the video is to try and finish Stranger Things as fast as I can. I'm gonna try and do it in one sitting, but I don't know if that'll work, because considering Stranger Things comes out at midnight, I don't know whether or not I'm gonna go to bed or not. I mean, I totally would binge watch it in one sitting, but I actually have some stuff to do tomorrow, so we'll see how that goes. But in the meantime, while we're waiting until it actually comes out in an hour, I'm gonna try and prep. So I'm gonna get some snacks, I'm gonna take a shower, and I'm gonna settle in, and we're gonna have a good night. Hopefully. Alright, so took a shower, got some snacks with me, I got some cheese sticks and I got some Cheetos, and of course, most importantly, some water, and it is currently 11:40 p.m. Alaska Standard Time, and the new season is out. Okay, so it seems as if there's 8 episodes, and they look like they range from about 40 minutes to an hour, like kind of the average would be 50 minutes, so I think it'll take me about, let's just say, 6 to 7 hours to try and watch it. So, before we start trying to binge watch this, or more so, before I start binge watching this, I'm gonna try and do my predictions. So I feel like an important character is gonna die off, and that Billy is gonna become a way more important character than he was last season. I feel like there's gotta be some type of redemption arc with him. Maybe one of the more important characters will die, like some of the original. That might be something that might happen, and I'm kind of worried that that'll happen, so we'll just have to see. I also have this really strange feeling, pun intended, that like Billy and Mike's mom they're gonna hook up somehow. That's from what I can tell from the trailers that I've seen. But yeah, that's all the predictions that I got, so we're just gonna have to wait. It's starting. It's starting, guys. Whew. Literally gives me chills right now.
Again, so the following weekend's better for me.
No, I'm sorry, I can't. Okay, thanks.
Just finished the first episode. It was really good. Like, it was all that you could expect the first episode would be, and I'm excited to see what the rest of the season is gonna hold. I'm not gonna do any spoilers throughout this video if you haven't seen it, because I'm not like that, but we're just gonna have to keep watching to see. It is currently 12:20 a.m. and we are on to the second episode. Alright, gotta refill my snacks. Okay, I'm in the middle of watching episode 2, and the music honestly is so good. These are like all the classic songs from the 80s that I even remember. Okay, I swear to God, these episodes are going by so fast because they are so good. Okay, so I just finished episode 2. Like, I don't think I've actually been this hyped for a TV show in so long. Like, Stranger Things is such an anomaly, like we've seen in the past couple of years, because it's been so crazy, and like the way that it's been from season 1 to now, like, it's honestly mind-blowing. The Duffer Brothers strike again. Still great episodes. It's getting me in my feels, and it's making me feel things that I don't know whether or not I should be. I'm amped, I'm hyped, I'm happy, but I'm also curious, and it's a little ominous at the same time, but I'm still really enjoying it. And I think it's like almost 1 o'clock now. So that just tells you right there that time passes by so quickly when I watch these episodes. It's funny because I'm actually like not tired right now. I don't know how long it'll actually take me to watch these episodes. Yes, I'm already halfway done, or I'm almost halfway done after I watch episode 3. So let's get to episode 3.
Are you going to come to their rescue and become the heroes you were always meant to be?
Okay, so I know this is like a lot of me talking, which I'm sorry, but I don't know what else there is to do. But I'm a little bit into episode 3, Like, it's definitely a transition from when they were younger kids, from like 10 to 12, and now they're starting to be like 14 to 15, and it's really interesting to see like that transition, because you can tell that some of the characters are still kind of on like, not the immature side, but they're still definitely not like kind of growing up, and you can kind of see the split in between that, and I think that's really interesting. I don't know what to say about this episode. I'm only good things, but I don't want to give out any spoilers. That was a wild ride. Okay, so I just finished episode 3, so that means I'm basically like a third of the way there, and I also put in a scrunchie, you know, get those 80s vibes, and I also turned on a light so you guys could actually see me, because it's getting super dark. Alright, it is 1:54 right now, and I have 6 more episodes to go. I don't know how far I'll get, but at least I'll get halfway through, which is pretty good. I don't know like the max time I'll actually stay up or what I'll cut myself off to, but we'll just have to see. Before we start episode 4, I thought it'd actually be fun to do a face mask, because I feel weird for talking the entire time. Like, it's like, oh, I watch the episode, then I talk, and I watch another episode, then I talk. So at least this is kind of fun, I guess, so it's not just me talking the entire time. But I'm gonna do a face mask. Okay, so I know this challenge may not seem bad at all, especially for me, because I'm a whiz at passing time and watching TV shows, but just, you know, talk about Stranger Things. So far the season has been really good. I mean, I know I've probably already talked about it a lot, but I'm just really proud to see all of these guys' growth over the past few years, because you never see a TV show with kids actually my age or our age, like actual teenagers' ages, because like you see people from Riverdale who are literally playing like 15-year-olds when they're actually 25, versus these kids, they're playing I don't know, probably about their same age or maybe a little bit younger, but it's only a 2-year difference, which is what I really like about this TV show. And plus the fact it adds very sci-fi stuff, which I really enjoy. And it's just such a good show. I know it may seem overhyped, but it really is good, because even when I watch this show, I feel like I'm even back in the 80s, even though I didn't live in it. And a lot of the things that they even had like in the show, I've actually experienced in real life, if that makes sense. Like, when I used to go driving, also I'm gonna put on my mask while I'm talking. When I used to go driving with my dad and brothers when I was really young, it felt like all the fads from the 80s my dad actually influenced on. Like, we listened to a lot of the songs that has actually been played in a lot of these episodes, and I think it's really cool, because I know a lot of people say the 80s was a time of bad fashion. Sorry guys, I'm trying to make this as interesting as it can be. Oh yeah, so the light I'm using is a sad light. It is actually a really nice light to have when you don't want the lights to be on. And like, wow, look at that. It's basically LED, and like, I am surprised that I actually thought of this idea, because I forgot that I had one in my room, because I don't use it because we sad in summer. I just finished episode 4, and that was a step up from episode 3. Oh my god. Okay, so I'm gonna take a little break, because 1, I need to fill my water bottle, and 2, I just need to cleanse myself from everything I just saw. Oh my god. Okay, now that we've cleansed ourselves, let's get into episode 5. It is currently almost 3 a.m. I think it's around 2:50. Still going strong. It's kind of surprising that I'm still not tired yet. I'm probably gonna take some sleeping medications during the middle of this episode. Let's go to episode 5. Okay, with all these episodes being so exciting, I had to stop in the middle of this episode, so I am actually gonna get some sleep medication so I can actually get to bed. Oh, it's kind of dark right now, but I have to be up at like at least 12. I probably should be up earlier before that. I have to do color guard that I don't want to do, but I signed up for it. All right, I got my Benadryl. We're gonna head back and keep watching. All right, just finished episode 5. I'm gonna start episode number 6, and it's around like 3:40 a.m. Still surprised and not super tired. I get scared pretty easily from stuff, and it's not like I was scared of this episode, but I was so like paralyzed, just like, oh my god, like what's gonna happen next? Like I was at the edge of my seat. Oh my god. I swear though, like each episode gets so much more mind-blowing, and it always leaves you at the edge of your seat, even though you know that there's gonna be a next episode. You're like, what the heck? I feel like watching this so like early in the morning is making me less tired though, just because I'm always so like, oh my god, what's gonna happen next? But we're just gonna have to watch episode 6 to see if I can actually get through the entire series, because I didn't think I would, but I think I might now. So let's keep going. I had to switch to earbuds just in case my parents don't get mad at me, because they can hear the sounds from my room. But I'm listening to their conversation about who's being a nerd, and not to be that person, but I relate on such a whole other level. Like, I can nerd out so easily. Whew, just finished another episode, and while I was doing that, I had to take off all my nail polish, but I just realized it's like 4:30 a.m. now, and I realize I'm getting pretty tired. It's even starting to get light outside again. Oh my gosh, I don't know how much more I can handle. I have 2 more episodes left, but they're pretty long, so I'm gonna have to try and trek through. It's literally all light outside now. Oh my goodness, but it's pretty. Oh god, I'm watching this and I forget that they are literally basically my age, or I'm older than them. Like, they are all so talented, and I literally am sitting in my bed pulling it on an all-nighter watching them. Like, what the heck? Why couldn't I have been this talented at such a young age? Okay, just got done with episode 7. Oh my gosh, time keeps passing by and by and by. I don't even know what time it is right now. But I don't understand how they always end up having like such wholesome content in one episode, and like badass fight scenes, and also really good dialogue with also having character development. Like, I'm seriously mind blown. Maybe I just seem like a crazy person talking, because I feel kind of sleep deprived right now, but I just want to finish out the series so I can get this done, and then I'm probably gonna rewatch it tomorrow after I get stuff done. But I'm excited to watch the season finale. Alright, I just checked the time and it said it is like basically 5:20, so I've basically been binge watching for the past 6 hours. I think the season finale is about 1 hour and 17 or 20 minutes long. I'm very excited, but also I don't want it to end. This season has been so good. It's been as good as the rest of the seasons, which is like, it's hard to do that, especially with TV shows that start off really well, and I really enjoyed it so much. So we're just gonna have to see how the finale will end. This has been a long 6-hour journey. Now let's finish off strong. Oh, hell yeah! Oh, hell yeah! I'm like half an hour into the finale, and oh my gosh. Not that like the finale's boring, but I'm starting to get so tired. Like, I'm closing my eyes. So far, we're doing, the finale's good. Hey guys, it's the next morning. I actually ended up falling asleep during the finale, so I was really tired, and I kind of am right now. So I'm gonna have to watch the season finale later.
A few moments later.
Oh my god, I'm starting to watch it again, and I think it just turned into Riverdale. This is the most wholesome thing ever. Oh my god, I think this is the cutest scene I've ever seen in this show. Oh my god. Alright, hey guys, it's much later in the day. It's around 8:30. Quick side note, okay, so I had to wake up early because I had to do the color guard, as I said before in the video, and
That's why I couldn't do my final thoughts video until like way later in the day because I was busy during that time. But yeah, the color grade went really well. Here are some photos. It actually went pretty well. It was better than I anticipated, except we were walking 3 miles in 85-degree weather in our uniforms, keeping our bearing, and I have so many blisters on my feet, but it was honestly really fun just because I got to talk to the people, and it was like a combined thing with Eagle River, so, and they were pretty cool. Now, back to the video.
So when I woke up, I finished the finale. So now I just kind of wanted to take time to talk about it. I'm not going to give any spoilers, obviously, so this is going to be a spoiler-free review of Season 3. Okay, so basically, this season was actually really good. It's really hard to have a TV show that starts off really good. I think I already mentioned this before, where you start off Season 1 really good, and then even Season 2 was really good. And to make Season 3 even really good is mind-boggling. Like, in my opinion, I think Season 3 was a lot better than Season 2, just because, like, we're comfortable with all the characters now, and they're comfortable with themselves, obviously, if that makes sense. And I like how they stick to only like 8 to 10 episodes per season just because they're so long. I don't like TV shows with like 20 episodes or more because they just kind of drag it out. I mean, it depends on the series, but especially with Stranger Things, I love how they have such a short season, even though we binge watch it all and then we have to wait another couple years for the season to come out. It's really good, and I like how it's formulated. And also the fact that all of the characters this season I love, like all of the new characters, they had such a great dynamic, and it wasn't like they actually had a story arc, and it was like they actually played an important role, even someone who you wouldn't think does, but she does in the end. I mean, like I said, great season. All the actors are amazing, and I really have to shout out Dacre, who plays Billy, because his acting this season was phenomenal. I mean, seriously, I can't believe, well, not Billy, or Dacre, but all of these actors are my age. Like, they are so successful, and they're so good at what they do. I'm just kind of sitting here, I'm making a review in my room with all my, 25 subscribers, and how they're just so successful. And when I think about it, it's just like, I need to do something with my life. I just don't know what it is. I mean, everyone has their own thing, but it's crazy to think that all of these kids are my age. And I'm assuming the people who are watching this, they're also mostly like my age and their age as well. And they're way more talented than me. But yeah, Season 3 was really good, and I'm excited to see if there's going to be a Season 4, which I'm assuming there's going to be because the show is so popular. But we're just gonna have to wait and see how everything turns out, because it could literally go any way. I mean, all the seasons, I feel like they could have pointed in any direction and we would have still watched it. It could have gone in so many different ways, which I love, because the ambiguity of all the seasons is really nice, because it's not like, oh, it's not super predictable, because Stranger Things is a mesh of things put together. I definitely realized they put a lot of thought into the 80s and like the tropes. I mean, even my dad, he was a teenager in the 80s, and he said it was probably like the best depiction of the 80s versus something that's super played out and really stereotypical. They put so much time and effort, the Duffer Brothers, into making a series like this, and I'm so glad it got popular, because I myself really enjoy sci-fi things. But yeah, I actually ended up finishing my goal of basically sitting down and just watching all of the episodes. Kind of regret it just because I don't have another season to watch, but it was really good in the end, and I didn't manage to get any spoilers because I just sat through it and watched it. But yeah, the season was so good, and I'm excited to see where it's gonna move out from here, because I don't know if it kind of left us on a cliffhanger, but also not at the same time. It just wasn't something that I was expecting, which is but yeah, if you guys want to see more videos of this, feel free to comment. So if you like this video and Stranger Things, like this video and subscribe.
I don't understand. The Dimmadogs died when Elle closed the gate. If the brain dies, the body